Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 840th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. And what a battle I've got for you today. This is a very, very unusual 40k each, no rules battle. Okay, 40k each, no rules battle. And what a great battle this is. You'll be interested, I think, in the army builds of this battle. Plus, there is so much action and excitement going on through this battle. I think you'll really enjoy it. I hope you do anyway. Okay, you can see us fought on my favourite map, the Germanic Forest map, with the big open plains if you want to fight out in the open. Or, as we talked about before, you can hide your troops in the woods and spring those nasty ambushes onto the troops, onto the enemy troops. Or, if you bring a barbarian faction, you get the winter bonus as well as the woods bonus there. So, it's pretty good. Now, just look at this first army we're going to look at. Can you see that it's Dacia? Okay, I just want you to notice this. Can you notice that Lotus, RTW player Lotus, has bought the Dacian faction? You can see the banners there, and you can see that. I think you'll find this interesting. And there you are. You can see he got Dacian archers there, the chosen archers, really good quality there. And if you notice there, those archers are fully upgraded. Okay, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So, as I say, Dacian chosen archer is pretty good. But also, look what he's got. Dacian chariots. Well, we know that Dacia hasn't got chariots. And if you look closely, especially at the rear of the chariot there, can you see these are Britannia warlord chariots there. So, he's got a combination of Dacia and Britannia troops in this army of his. Okay, which is highly unusual. And there you can see the more archers there. He's got 7 archers, and also he's got head hurlers. He's got 6 head hurlers, 7 archers, 5 heavy chariots, and 1 chariot archer, all under the Dacian banner. I mean, how often do you see a mixed army of Dacia and Britannia there? I mean, well, there you are. That's one of the reasons I want to show this battle, is just to show this very, very unusual army that Lotus has bought. I would say it's a Dacian army, but it's a Dacian and Britannia army there. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles that during the course of the battle. Okay, our next teammate is GOTW Romex. Now, Romex has got 4 artillery, 14 infantry, and 2 cavalry. Okay. So 4 artillery, 14 infantry, 2 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his infantry, and I think he's got mixed upgrades. Some of his infantry have just got gold shield, gold attack on. Another of his infantry have got 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Plus, he's got an eagle unit there for extra morale, a morale boosting unit. Plus, he's got his infantry general. Now, this is going to prove very important for later on in the battle. Please remember the morale that these troops have got. As I say, most of his infantry will have an experience stripe on. Oh my gosh, look at the upgrades on his cavalry. 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, but he has only got 2 cavalry. Okay, just 2 cavalry there. Have a look at his artillery there. And there you are, for those of you that might not have, I don't think you've seen artillery on our battles before, have you? There's the onagers there. They can fire boulders, which are accurate and are good for taking out other enemy artillery. Or they can fire fire pots, which are inaccurate, but can do massive damage to enemy infantry units there. So it'd be interesting to see how he uses those. Our next teammate is someone who's called himself OTD Chinny Poo, but is in fact Scorpion King SR. Now, he's got 4 archers, 3 elephants, 5 chariots, 3 artillery, and 5 cataphracts there. So he's certainly got a very diverse Seleucid army there. Okay, we're going to have a look at the chariots first there. You can see we've talked about these chariots before. They got big attacking specifications. They bring a big fear factor, taking morale away from enemy troops, destabilizing, making them more susceptible to routing. But if these chariots run amok, they kill both friend and foe alike and become a menace to both friend and foe alike. And if your chariots start chopping down your allies' troops, you can become unpopular very quickly. So I would suggest that if you're not competent or confident to bring chariots, you need to have a really long think about whether you want to bring them. because I say they can be devastating to both friend and foe alike. And then we have the elephants. Now he's gone for the armoured elephants there. Okay, they are got massive specifications. And if you look at the armour on these armoured elephants, they really are the tanks, aren't they? I mean, they are massive, big tanks of the ancient world there. Their archers are shooting arrows into the enemy all the time. And these armoured elephants, let's say, if you look at their specifications there, that they even seem to wear a bit of a hat there, didn't they? They've got massive, really good specifications, these armoured elephants, but they're very dear as well. But for 40k, Scorpion King can afford them. And then we got his cataphracts there. If you look at the upgrades, 1, 2, 3, 4, fully upgraded cataphracts, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. We can often call these guys the tanks of the ancient world because they're armoured from head to toe. And used correctly, they can be devastating. And fully upgraded, whoa, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, I reckon, there. So I think that's a pretty good, solid Seleucid army there of Scorpion Kings. And our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander. I've got 12 Spartans, 3 archers, 4 artillery, and a cavalry, a fast-moving armoured cavalry general unit there. And there's a reason why I bring the armoured cavalry general. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I've got an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on my Spartans. The reason I bring this fast-moving armoured cavalry general is because very often enemy will send cavalry round to try and take out your onager crews there. And they usually use fast-moving cavalry themselves. So that cavalry unit can actually counter that if any enemy cavalry does come round. So there's our team there. Well, we got Dacia stroke Britannia with Lotus. We've got GOTW Romex with Rome. We've got the Seleucids with Scorpion King SR. And we've got Greek cities with my army there. So there we go. Should be a great one. And here is the other team. We have Brotherhood member Punisher. Now he's got 10 chosen axemen. And get ready for this, 10 berserkers. Okay, so 10 chosen axemen and 10 berserkers. This takes me back to the early days of Rome Total War, where people used to, believe it or not, bring entire armies of berserkers. Now remember, the berserkers are arguably the most powerful units in the game, and if you can imagine people bringing armies of 20 berserkers, it was just a case of point, click, attack and win. So that's why we had to bring in rules for berserker numbers there. But as I say, these berserkers got these effective against armor maces, but that's not the main thing about them. It's the fear factor they bring, the massive fear factor that takes morale away from enemy troops, destabilizing them and making them more susceptible to routing. So as I say, remember, this is a 40k each, no rules battle, so that's why he's got 10 berserkers and 10 chosen axemen. Remember, these axemen have got effective against armor axes and can cut wide swathes through heavily armored troops like Roman infantry. So make no mistake about that, this is a powerful Germanic army there. The other units of his axemen, they're hiding in the woods, but when that Germanic army strikes, that could be a very powerful army there. Be interesting to see how well Punisher uses him. Okay, their next teammate is RTW player Luke. Now get ready for this. Luke has got 9 maximum upgraded cavalry, and get ready for this, 10 artillery pieces. So he's got 10 onagers and oh my gosh, and 9 fully upgraded cavalry. So have a look at his cavalry there. If you count the upgrades, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, fully upgraded, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. That takes his cavalry out of the elite bracket into the super bracket. So make no mistake about that, 9 fully upgraded cavalry and 10 onagers. 10 artillery pieces. Can you imagine the firepower that he's going to bring down on us with 10 artillery pieces there? Oh my gosh. That could be a battle-winning army on its own there, couldn't it? Their next teammate is RTW player Varus. A lot of you will know him, very good player. He's got 10 infantry, 4 artillery and 6 cavalry. If you have a look at the upgrades on his infantry, you'll see their mix. His forward units just got gold shield, gold attack on. But if you look further back in his battle formation, oh my gosh, fully upgraded urban cohorts, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack there. But I think he's certainly got mixed upgrades through his infantry there. You can see his general unit there fully upgraded as well. I think most of his units are fully upgraded there, so that's a pretty tough infantry there. And as I say, he's got 10 of them. My guess is he's probably got some well upgraded cavalry as well. Yeah, here you go, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think he's got fully upgraded cavalry. Let's have a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's got fully upgraded cavalry as well. 3 experienced stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Oh my gosh, so both him and Luke, fully upgraded cavalry. So as I say, that takes that cavalry out of the elite bracket into the super bracket there. Plus, of course, Varus has got 4 artillery as well. So those artillery pieces there, I think that that could be the difference in this battle. We always see as the battle moves on there, but so much artillery there, it's just going to blast us back to the Stone Age, I would think. Okay, and their last teammate is Brotherhood member Vicox. Now, Vicox has got 13 pikes, 4 archers, and 3 cavalry. Okay, 13 pikes, 4 archers, and 3 cavalry. So make no mistake, of course, the majority of his army are hidden in the woods there. That's why you can't see them. So, as I say there, that's a pretty good team that they've got there, and pretty good army as well. I just want to have a look at, show you my battle formation there. Can you see how I'm trying to protect my artillery there? Okay, and with that wall of Spartans there and archers guarding them. I left that side open, look, because that's my allies' side there, so I'm guessing they protect that flank there, and that leaves me more reserve Spartans to put at the back of my battle formation to move forward when I want to. But that's why that battle formation is like that, is just to protect the artillery. If you look at Scorpion King's, the way he set out his army, look how spread out his army is. Oh my gosh. It is a really spread out army there, isn't it? Be interesting to see how well that works during the course of the battle. And then, of course, we've got GOTW Romex's army there with his artillery pieces in front of his infantry. And then, of course, we got Lotus bringing his Dacian stroke Britannia army over to the rest of his allies there. As I say, this has got the potential to be an absolute cracking battle. And I hope and think you're going to enjoy this. It's a lot of action in this one. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle here, you'll see that Punisher is running his Germanic army forward. Now, I think because he's got 10 berserkers there, I think he's feeling really confident with that army. Okay, and with those 10 chosen axemen as well, where they're effective against armor axes, I think he's feeling really confident with this Germanic army, that whatever he comes up against, he's probably just going to crush there with all the fear factor that those berserkers bring. So that's why he's moving forward there towards our army. Now over here you'll see that GOTW Romex is stood there. I think he can see the Germanic army coming. Now remember that most of his infantry have got an experienced stripe on. Some of his infantry have got 2 experienced stripes on. Now remember, those experienced stripes are actually veteran stripes, which means that these guys have seen lots of battles, so they're veteran troops, and that means their morale will be quite high. Okay, let's just give you a heads up on that. Their morale is going to be quite high, plus they got that Eagle unit. You'll see that I'm moving my Greek cities battle formation a little bit more over into the centre of the battlefield there, so I can support my allies if needed. Okay, but as I say, here you can see GOTW Romex's July army waiting for that Germanic attack there. You'll see that Varus is moving his SBQR infantry forward. If you notice, he's put them in open order. Remember, on Rome Total War, when you put units in open order, they suffer less casualties from missiles there. But as you can see here, that Germanic army Punishers are moving forward there. You can see that my allies are trying to target his army with artillery there as he's moving forward. Make no mistake, that is a formidable Germanic army there moving towards us. So the more we can weaken that army with artillery and archer fire, the better for us. Now remember, barbarian troops don't wear armor there, as you can see in Germania, so they will suffer a lot of casualties from missiles, archers there, and of course the artillery shots coming in on them as well. Pause the game for a second here. So as I say, you can see them moving forward there, and they'll be targeting our allies' July army. But as I say, there's a heck of a lot of our archers there that we're shooting arrows into them. But if you notice here, can you see that the enemy, both Luke and Varus, have moved their infantry and cavalry forward there, because I think they're looking to support Punisher's attack on our right flank. Okay, so we need to watch that. But just to say, remember that the July army of Romex have got a lot of upgrades, plus they've got those 2 morale boosting units. Over here you'll see that I was just chasing off some of the enemy Macedonian archers with my fast moving armoured cavalry general, and you'll see that Vicox is sending a couple of his cavalry units to chase my cavalry unit off there. But that's what I've just used that cavalry unit for, just to chase away a couple of archers there. But as I say, the main consideration is here on our right flank. Now, as I say here, our Julio ally's got a lot of morale in his army there. And you see the fire pots going into those Germanic troops. Plus, as I say, we've got a lot of archers there shooting into them as well. So they're going to suffer a lot of casualties before they even get into hand-to-hand combat. Look at those fire pots, the damage that those fire pots are doing to those Germanic troops. Okay, so Punisher has now activated all 10 of his berserkers. Okay, so the moment that Berserker is activated, it goes out of the control of its Germanic general and it just heads towards the nearest enemy troops. And that's exactly what they're going to do. I think they're going to head towards GOT Romex, his Julio troops there. So that's going to be some kind of massive attack there by that Germanic army. But remember, the reason that Berserkers can cause mass routes is because of the morale lowering abilities that they've got. They sap the morale from enemy troops. So remember that Romex has got a lot of extra morale in his army, including that Eagle unit, his general morale unit there as well. It will be given a lot of morale. Plus, most of his infantry have got an experience, a veteran stripe on them. So their morale is quite high. So even though they're going to face these massive attacks here by Berserkers, the morale of his army will hopefully stop his army from mass routing. Just look at the pilots. Look at the pilots going into those Germanic troops. Necessarily remember that Germania, none of Germania's troops wear armour. None of their infantry wear armour. So they're going to suffer massive casualties there. And before they even get into hand-to-hand fighting. Don't forget they're being shot at by archers as well. Right, let's just pause the game for a second. Just want to show you something here. Can you see that these 2 Berserker units here, if you notice, can you see their banner is no longer flashing red? They have come out of Berserk mode. And the reason for that is because if Berserkers suffer big casualties all of a sudden, they get scared and frightened and they go out of Berserk mode. So those 2 units there now are just going to fight like normal units there. Okay? And you can see over here though, you can see a big Berserker attack here on the right flank of that battle formation there. Over here you'll see that those Berserkers now are attacking Onager units there. But don't forget, a lot of archer units are going to be going into them. You can see the enemy of Varus, his infantry, is moving forward there. And also you can see that Luke's fully upgraded cavalry is just behind Varus's infantry. So make no mistake here, I think they're looking to try and take out Romex's Julio army there. Over here, as I say, I've been chasing away Macedonian archer units there. I've got some of my Cretan archers there trying to target the enemy cavalry when they try and chase my cavalry unit away. Okay, so not a lot going on over on our left flank, but the main battle here is going on our right flank here. And there you can see all those Berserkers there attacking Romex, his infantry. But as I say, because Romex has got so much morale in his army there, it's not going to, I don't think it's going to mass rout. Okay, so that's, you might have been expecting to see the Roman army mass rout with so many Berserkers hitting it, but because they've got that extra morale there, they're just holding their line. Right, there comes Varus's infantry there, the SPQR infantry charging as well to try and ram home the attack of the Germanic troops. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second earlier, or you can see Varus moving in there. You can see the Germanic troops really pushing in on our Julio ally there. So nice bit of support there by Varus. And as I say, you can see Luke's fully upgraded cavalry charging in as well. So there's a lot going on. But here you can see Scorpion King is bringing one of his armoured elephants into the fray as well. He's probably going to charge into that, into Luke's cavalry and into that SPQR infantry there. So that could well make a difference. But as I say, here you can see 2 cavalry units charging in there. But those Germanic Berserkers are making a bit of problems here on this right side of the battle formation of Romex there. There's that cavalry charging in like a bang. And here goes 2 fully upgraded Seleucid cataphracts charging in there like bang. And they smash into those Berserkers. Whoa. Fully upgraded cataphracts there smashing into those Berserker units there. Going to cause some big casualties there. Oh my gosh. just look at those berserkers. They're still chopping down those fully upgraded Seleucid cataphracts there. But make no mistake, those berserkers will be suffering a lot of casualties. There's that armoured elephant unit of Scorpion Kings charging in amongst Varus's infantry. There you go, look. And don't forget, those archers are going to be shooting into Varus's infantry, as well as those elephants charging in there as well. And of course, with those Germanic troops routing, that's going to lower the morale of Varus's SPQR infantry as well there, because whenever routing troops run through your troops, it lowers the morale. There you are, look at that SPQR trooper there. It looks like he's just going to get a tusk put in him there, doesn't he? Oh my gosh. So there you go, you can see that elephant unit there really doing a lot of damage there. So well done to Scorpion King there. And as I say, over here on the right of Romex's battle formation there, that group of berserkers seem to be doing a lot of damage. Those berserker units have been hit by Juliite cavalry, by fully upgraded Seleucid cataphracts, and they're still fighting now. Look. That's how vicious they are. Right, now can you see that armoured elephant unit of Scorpion Kings going to smash into the back of those berserkers? Get ready for this, look. Bang! As they smash into those berserker units there. Oh my gosh. Armoured elephants there against berserkers. How often do you see that in our battles? Oh my gosh. Make no mistake, they will be doing a lot of damage to those berserkers there. Those armoured elephants will be. And see the artillery coming in from the enemy onagers there. I think we just killed a Germanic general. Well, that's good news for us. There, and here you can see that armoured elephant of unit there of Scorpion King now going after the enemy troops. But I think Romex maybe need to... Oh my gosh, that's his general. As his general has just been taken out. Really unlucky there. I think he might have been the only soldier killed in the general unit. There he is. Look, can you see? I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the long grass, it's difficult to tell, but I think that is the general. That is Romex's general there, just unluckily taken out by that fire pot. So he's lost his general morale bonus there, but his army's done a really good job at holding and breaking those Germanic troops that were attacking him. But as I say, Luke's artillery here, remember he had 10 artillery pieces, 10 onagers there, and I think Romex needs to pull his infantry out of range there, because if he just sits there, he could be literally blown back to the Stone Age with the amount of firepower that Luke could draw down onto him there. So as I say, best thing for Romex to do, get out of range as quick as you can. But of course he's still fighting. There's some berserker units that are left. There's 2 berserker units there still fighting. My guess is they're very, very battle depleted at this time though. There you are, he's charging some infantry. There's 1 berserker left now. Look, you see that 1 berserker fighting. See how he turned around there trying to... He's still fighting now, look. They finally killed him in the end though. So that's all the Germanic army has just been taken out. Now here's that armoured elephant unit there of Scorpion Kings. You'll see that the SPQR general is pulling his cavalry back, but I think he's drawing the elephant unit on, and then this elephant unit's going to get hit by several units of Luke's fully upgraded cavalry. That's what I think the bait was there, and then the SPQR cavalry a turn on him as well. There you are, can you see Luke's cavalry there charging in, and then the SPQR cavalry is charging in as well, and there's more of Luke's fully upgraded cavalry charging into this elephant unit. Make no mistake, I've got a feeling you're going to see all these elephants get taken down. There you go. That's all of that armoured elephant unit just taken out there. But as I say, the main thing for me now is for Romex to get his army out of range of Luke's massive artillery fire that's going to possibly come down on him there. You can see there a lot of artillery already coming into its own. Over here, look, you can see my battle formation. I may well need to move over to the right again there to help my allies there, but you can see my archers there targeting that cavalry unit, but I need to get my archers back inside of my defensive formation there, get them in behind my Spartans there, because those cavalry are likely to hit them. I've still got my fast moving armoured cavalry general I might have to use there to try and neutralise those Macedonian companion cavalry as they come towards my archers there. There you are, I can see I'm charging my cavalry unit out, and straight away he pulls back that cavalry unit. If you notice there, Vicox has got his cavalry in open order. As I said before, units in open order there are to suffer less casualties from missiles than units in close, tight formation. But as I say here, so well done to Romex there with help from his allies there. Look at all the dead German army there. So the entire 10 berserkers and 10 chosen axemen have now been completely taken out. So that's good news for our team there. And as I say, you can see Luke moving his artillery forward there. I can't tell you how much devastation 10 onagers can bring onto our troops there. Plus Varus got 4 artillery pieces as well. So make no mistake about this, they've got a lot of firepower they can now start to bring down on us. So as I say, best thing for Romex, try and get out of range there. Because as I say, you just don't want to stand there and get blown to pieces by massive artillery fire there. And you can see Romex there was sending a couple of his cavalry units forward there, but he could see enemy reinforcements coming over there attacking the Dacian archers there, and you can see Varus bringing his infantry forward as well. Now you notice here that Luke is using boulders. I don't know if you can, if you notice that Luke, instead of using fire pots, he's using boulders to shoot at Romex's troops. Now, just to say that boulders are more accurate than fire pots, and they're very good for taking out enemy artillery. Okay, there you are. There's a boulder in mid-air. Look. Okay, but they're very good at taking out enemy artillery because they're very accurate, but they're not so good at taking out enemy units like infantry and cavalry, where the fire pots are less accurate, but if a fire pot, say, hit that unit there, it could take half that unit out. Do you see what I mean? So the boulders are great. We found fighting with artillery in the past, boulders are great for taking out enemy artillery, but if you're going to aim at units, really fire pots can do more damage, a lot more damage than those boulders. So as I say, Romex is getting a lot of artillery coming in on him. As I say, best thing for him to do is turn around and run as fast as he can and get out of range there. Those boulders are coming in on him. As I say, it wouldn't surprise me if the enemy changed to fire pots there in time. But as I say, the boulders are accurate, but they do a lot less damage than the fire pots. But as I say, you pay your money and take your chance, really take your choice, because the fire pots are more inaccurate, but if they do hit an enemy unit, they can be devastating. Right, let's pause the game for a second here. Now, I just want to show you something over here on this right flank of ours. Can you see that Scorpion King has got chariots and cataphracts there on that particular part of the battlefield? And I think he's going to bring some elephants over as well. So I just would like you to make a mental note that these units are just sat here at the moment, okay, but they could prove very important later on in the battle, and I just wanted you to make a mental note of that. If you notice here, I'm moving my Greek cities battle formation further over into the center of the battlefield there, where I can help my allies out a little bit more, including taking my 4 artillery over there. As I say, I can only walk my battle formation because I go as fast as the slowest units, and those onagers can only walk. So, of course, I could run all my other troops over to the centre, but that would leave the onagers open to cavalry attack or something like that. So I can only walk my battle formation over to the centre there, just to keep up with the speed that the onagers go at there. There you can see Luke's cavalry lined up there. Remember, Luke and Varus's cavalry are fully upgraded. 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Looks to me like they're going for the Dacian archers here. Look at Luke's cavalry there, charging in there like a bang as he smashes into that one unit. But he decided not to carry on with the attack there, probably worried about possible pilots from Romex's Julia army there. But once again, can you see that Romex's army is getting pounded by those boulders again? I mean, if those were fire pots coming in on him, he would lose loads of troops. As I say, he needs to back that Julia army right out the way, get a long way out of the range there. Because look at those boulders coming in on him there. As I say, if those were fire pots, here comes the fire pots. They've changed to fire pots now, look. And the damage that those fire pots could do, especially the volume of fire pots there from 10 artillery pieces from Luke's alone. And then I believe Varus has got 4 artillery as well. So Yeah, it's a good move there for Romex just to back his troops off there. Right, here you see that the enemy troops are now in range of my artillery, and I'm starting to shoot fire pots into the enemy troops. The enemy troops, both cavalry and infantry, are in open order, so they're going to suffer less casualties there, but I'm still shooting them. As I say, Romex just needs to back his infantry off now as far as he can away from the range of those enemy artillery there. But you can see Varus's SPQ infantry all in open order there, and as I say, to suffer less casualties from artillery fire. So that's a good move there for him. As those fire pots go in. As I say, the fire pots are inaccurate. There's no getting away from that. But if they do hit a unit, they can be absolutely devastating. So there you go. Now you can see here that Luke is targeting my artillery with his boulders, as I say, there, because they're more accurate. Right, now you can see the enemy here, those SPQ infantry there. Now what the enemy want us to do is sit back so they can blow us to pieces with their artillery. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the battle to the enemy. You'll see I'm moving 4 of my Spartans out here, and I'm looking to attack those SPQ infantry, because we just can't stand there and get blown to pieces by all the enemy artillery there. Okay, remember, Luke's got 10 artillery pieces, Varus got 4, so they got 14 onagers that they could literally blow us back to the Stone Age with if we just stand back and let them do that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to attack. And I say I'm going to attack with my 4 Spartans first. I'm hoping that the SPQ general will fall back towards the artillery, and then I'll bring more of my Spartans in there with a view to try and take out the artillery crew there. That's what I'm looking to do there. But we just can't stand back and let 14 onagers, as I say, blow us to pieces. We've got to take the battle to the enemy there. And here you can see those SPQ units of Varus there. That's who I'm going to go for with my 4 Spartans. There they are. Can you see I'm advancing now towards Varus's infantry? Okay, as I say, it's time for us to take the battle to the enemy now. We've got to, we can't, as I say, I know I've said it a couple of times, but we just can't stand back. That gives them the advantage. We need to attack here now. Right, now, as I say, do you remember I asked you to make a mental note of Scorpion King's troops there? Now, you can see his troops over on that right flank there. Now, he's also got, as I say, he's got elephants, chariots, and fully upgraded cataphracts there as well. Now, being battlefield aware, I've spotted that. Okay, you know we talk about battlefield awareness. So what I'm hoping to do here is to charge in with my Spartans there, bring my other Spartans in as well, and while I'm engaging the enemy infantry there, which I'm hoping are going to fall back, I'm hoping then that Scorpion King will bring his cavalry, elephants and chariots in and smash into the flank of the enemy artillery and take out that artillery. Okay, that's what I'm hoping here. As I say, we often talk about battlefield awareness, and that's what I'm using here. I know Scorpion King's got all those troops there, and I know he's itching to attack that artillery. So if he gets a chance, that's what he's going to do. And if my Spartans can give him that chance, then that's exactly what we need to do. Take out that enemy artillery there from that right flank. So as I say here, you can see I'm starting off with just 4 Spartans there. You can see the SPQ general moving his infantry back, which is what I wanted him to do, move further back towards his artillery. That's what I wanted there. So you can see there now, if you notice there, I'm just changing the trajectory a little bit of those 4 Spartans there, because I want to get lined up with that, all that to the bulk of that artillery there and move forward. Okay, now you'll notice here I'm going to bring more Spartans out here to back up those original 4. You'll see I'm bringing out more Spartans there, and you can see Romex is moving his infantry forward as well. Okay, so we all know we're going to take the battle to the enemy here. Okay, so there you are. You can see my Spartans charging into that SPQ infantry to pin and hold them. That's what I want to do. I want to pin and hold those SPQ infantry. And there you are. You can see Romex infantry. You can see I'm bringing more Spartans in as well. But over on the right flank, can you see Scorpion King is now striking? This is where the hammer blow is going to fall the hardest here onto that artillery. As that fully upgraded cataphract cavalry, the elephants and the chariots there, I think he's going to bring them all in there and attack that. Look at the firepower. Oh my, that's my general just been taken out. Did you see the firepower from those artillery pieces there? Right now we ask, you know, just look at them coming in on us. So we really need to take them out. And there you are. You can see Scorpion King's cavalry and elephants there taking out the onager crews. Really great. There, you can see that, but I've already suffered a lot of casualties from those fire pots there. So well done the Scorpion King, a nice hit there with his cavalry and elephants there. You can see my Spartans moving forward. We've routed a lot of that SPQR infantry. You can see Romex's Julii infantry coming into the fray as well. As I say, we needed to take the battle to the enemy, take out their artillery, and that's exactly what we're doing there, look. Great teamwork move there. I thought you already can see there we've routed a heck of a lot of the enemy SPQR infantry, but I think Vicox has been waiting for this chance. He's been hiding the bulk of his pikes in the woods, and he's just pulled his pikes out now, and he's looking to attack my battle formation there, looking to take out the Spartans that I've left there, and my archers there. I think all my artillery has been taken out already, but there you already can see Vicox there moving his pikes out to that particular position there. Okay, as I say, I think all my artillery there, as you can see, has been taken out by the massive firepower that the enemy brought to the battlefield there. But there you are, you can see us attacking now. See my Spartans getting really involved in that, and you can see, as I say, Scorpion King come out the right flank there, did a lot of damage there. You can see Romex's Julii infantry in there as well. So we've done really well at taking that artillery out. As I say, that was the best thing that we could do. It was a good tactical move, and it looks to me like the whole team is very, very battlefield aware there as we all moved in together there. Okay, so over here, as I say, you can see the Macedonians there of Vicox attacking that one Spartan unit on the flank there. But what my guess is here now is I reckon that Vicox now is going to put his Macedonians into a defensive formation there. That's what I think he's going to do. But meanwhile over here you can see Luke looking to use his fully upgraded cavalry there the best he can. We're trying to take out this SPQR general of Varus here. You can see we've got elephants and my Spartans in there. I even got a cavalry unit in there trying to take him out, and I think we've just taken out Varus's general there. Yeah, we've just taken him out, so he's gone. So we've taken out, I think, most of the SPQR infantry there, which is good news for us. But what happens now is I need to get my Spartans up towards those Macedonians there. Okay, as I say, it wouldn't surprise me if Vicox put his pikes into a defensive formation. Here you can see Varus's fully upgraded cavalry looking to charge into GOTW Romex's general there, trying to kill the general, but I think his general's already dead anyway. But as I say, it wouldn't surprise me if Vicox put the Macedonian pikemen there into a defensive formation, and you know how difficult it is to break a Macedonian defensive formation. If he gets a chance to do that, that could prove pivotal to the outcome of the battle if he does that. And this enemy fully upgraded cavalry really attacked us. Right, can you see here that Lotus is bringing his chariots in to attack Varus's cavalry there? See the chariots going in there? You've got the Seleucid cataphracts of Scorpion King. You've even got the elephants charging in on Varus's cavalry there. Routed a couple of his units there. Just look at all those chariots, cataphracts and elephants attacking Varus's fully upgraded cavalry. Nice counter-attack there by the team. Really well done. Good battlefield awareness again. I thought that was really well done by them. Right, as you can see, I'm running my Spartans over towards those Macedonians as quickly as I can. Now, those of you that watch our battle videos regularly will know I am very reluctant to put the short spears of Spartans up against the long pikes of Macedon, because those long pikes of Macedon will cause my Spartans so many casualties before my Spartans can get even in range of them with their short spears. Here you'll see the head hurlers of Lotus there. Remember, those heads are effective against armour and can be quite devastating. And he's throwing those heads into the Macedonian pikes. There you are, look, there's the heads, look. Okay, you can see those heads going in. The real head hurlers used to dip the heads in lime, so even if it touched the skin of enemy troops, it would cause terrible burns. So there you are, you can see those heads coming in on those Macedonian pikes there. Oh my gosh, but just look at the length of those Macedonian pikes that our troops are going to try and fight down. Oh my gosh, as I say, those of you that watch our battle videos regularly will know I am extremely reluctant to put Spartans in against Macedonian pikemen just because of the length of their pikes against the short spears of Spartans. Right, just look there, you can see the length of those Macedonian pikes. both our Roman ally and my Greek cities have got to try and fight down those points to kill the man on the other end. Look at the short spears of my Spartans there. So, but the head hurlers of Lotus there will be doing a lot of damage there. And if you notice there, we've got elephants there. Can you see the units, Macedonian units, saying frightened by elephants? So we're lowering the morale of those Macedonian units, which we know are not very good anyway. But here you got enemy cavalry. You can see Luke's cavalry moving towards us there. And you can see, I think Varus has still got some cavalry left as well. Don't forget his cavalry was fully upgraded as well. Here you can see Luke hitting soft targets there with his cavalry. And here you can see some more onager crews that ran away. Now they can be rejoined to the artillery pieces and start shooting at us again there. Okay, you might not know that, but they can. If they run away, they can rejoin their artillery piece when they get back to it. So you might not have known that. So there you can see Romex there charging his infantry in. What we need to watch out though is the rear of our fighting troops could be smashed into by those fully upgraded cavalry of Luke and Varus there. Okay, can you see I'm putting my Spartans into attack right now? Can you see Luke's cavalry in wedge formation there for more impact, more penetration, ready to charge into the rear of our troops? But look at this for battlefield awareness and good tactics. Scorpion King has bought his fully upgraded cataphracts there. Can you see, to defend our rear? Right, here comes Luke's fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry. Going to charge into Scorpion King's cavalry and bang! As they smash into each other there. Oh my gosh. And there's another Brutii cavalry unit coming in as well. Get ready for this. And bang! That smashes in as well. So Scorpion King is trying to protect the rear of our fighting troops there with his cavalry. As I say, great battlefield awareness, great teamwork. Here you can see Scorpion King throwing that armoured elephant unit into those Macedonians as well, trying to break through them. Look. And can you see my Spartans there? Now I'm going to have to be really, really aggressive with my Spartans here. I'm tapping on each unit to attack. I'm not tapping on them as a group. I'm tapping on each unit, attack, attack, attack. That's what I'm doing there all the time, trying to fight down those points to kill the man on the other end. I see the Macedonian general is right in front of my Spartans there. I'd love to kill that general so that he can't give morale bonus anymore. And I can see we're getting hit by artillery shells now from those artillery pieces of Luke's. There's that cavalry charge going in there, look, a bang! As he charges in there, routed one of Romex's infantry units there, look. Scorpion King's trying his best to keep those cavalry off of our backs there. Right, can you see my Spartans there really pushing in? Really pushing in now, look. Really aggressive attack. That's it. All I can do is really be aggressive there. You can see those chariots there as well that will be lowering the morale of the Macedonians there. I've got troops coming in from the flank. You can see Romex Julii troops charging in there. And all the enemy want to do is smash into the rear of us with cavalry. There, let's see that cavalry go bang! Get smashed in there. Right, if you look, can you see what the Macedonians are thinking there? Can you see? Frightened by chariots. Okay, so their morale will be lowering there from the effect of the chariots there. And you can see here that that's the chariots there. Look, Romex's chariots there causing the morale of the Macedonians to drop. But can you see here that Romex there with his Julii army trying to fight down those long pikes to kill the man on the other end? Very, very difficult that is, look. And we're being hit by artillery all the time now because I think Luke has managed to put a couple of his crews back on the artillery, back onto those onagers there. But my Spartans, I'm just pressing on each unit to attack, attack, attack there. There you are, you can see a fire pot has just landed there. And there you can see the artillery units here. But Romex is doing a really good thing. He's got a cavalry unit there. If you notice there, that's Varus shooting into us. But you'll see there that Romex has got a cavalry unit there. And those onager crews are not very strong at all. I'm guessing that very battle-damaged cavalry unit should be able to take out all of them. But there's the fire pots coming towards us there. And as I say, those fire pots can be absolutely devastating, especially when we're in close, tight formation fighting there. You can see that, see that fire, oh my gosh. You see that fire pot just landed just in the middle of my troops and Romex's troops there. Now in a second here, when I continue the game, you see the devastation this fire pot does to the troops that it's just hit. As that fire pot explodes even more, you'll see troops being thrown up into the air there. Watch this as we go on to play. you see as they get thrown up in the air. Get ready for this. Look at that. That's the damage that a fire pot's just done to Romex's infantry and my infantry there. So we're still trying to push in on these Macedonians there. I think that's Luke's general's just been taken out, so that's good news for us. They've lost the morale bonus there. I'm trying to kill the Macedonian general. Do you see my Spartans there? It's that Brutii cavalry of Luke's just charging again, and bang, he smashes in there. Fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry. Look how he's pushing them in there, trying to cause a mass rout if he can. But you can see we've got chariots charging into those Macedonians as well. You can see several of the Macedonian units have routed, including the general unit. So we've just taken out the general unit there. So that means they're losing morale. The head hurlers there of Lotus, make no mistake, they've been causing a lot of casualties to enemy troops there with their effective against armour heads going in on those Macedonian troops. And we're pushing in from all sides there. Now, and look at the way those heads are going in. You'll see that Romex has put his some of his units into Testudo. That's a great move there because you can then move slowly into the pike factions there in Testudo. But just look at those head that looks like boulders going in there, fired by enemy troops. So as I say, it looks to me like we just routed all the Macedonian infantry there, which is good news for us. So that's all the Macedonian infantry taken out. So as I say, I think Vicox did the right thing in forming up into a defensive formation there, but with all the head hurlers throwing all those effective against heads into them, and with all of our troops attacking him there, and especially losing his general, so he lost his morale bonus there as well. That's as I say, we managed to take them out, and it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle here. So if you remember, over on this right flank is where the battle started there. If you notice there, a lot of Germanic troops that were charging at us were hit by fire pots. You can always tell the ones hit by fire pots because that's the charred bodies there, the black charred bodies of where they got hit by fire pots. More there, look. And then as the Germanic troops charged in, they were hit by pilers. Loads of arrows were shooting into them all the time. As I say, those couple of berserker units stopped going berserk because they suffered so many casualties so quickly it frightened them. Over here, remember that group of berserkers were extremely tough there, but we still managed to take them out in the end. But you can see that's where the Germanic army was ended there. And then you can see where the fire pots killed men there by the black charred body. But just look at the artillery that the enemy bought there. I mean, literally, they could, you know, if we just stood back, like I said to you before, they could have blown us back to the Stone Age there with the amount of firepower they bought. So we had to attack. We had to take the battle to the enemy. Romex did well with that cavalry unit, took out all those Onager crews there with that one, a very battle-damaged cavalry unit. So well done to Romex there. Did very well with that. And as I say, we haven't got a lot of troops left. If you look, and here is another... That was where Scorpion King fought with his fully upgraded cataphracts there, fought Luke's fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry there. That was a massive scrap. Luke really wanted to smash through them so he could go into the back of our engaged infantry and cause a mass rout. So there's the main battle there where we were fighting the Macedonians. Can you see the red cloaks of Spartans, the dead Spartans there really show up in the snow, don't they? But you can see masses of Macedonian dead there as well in that long grass. So, as I say there, I think we've managed to go on to win the battle there. But I just thought it was interesting seeing that massive Germanic army with all those berserkers there not getting a mass rout because of the morale that Romex's army had with the experienced stripes and the Eagle unit and his infantry general unit there. As I say, what causes mass routs is the drop in morale that the fear factor at berserkers bring. That's what causes the mass routs. But as I say, Romex had enough morale in his army to counter the effects of the morale sapping berserkers there. So as I say, I think the enemy have just admitted defeat, but going to triple speed there. I think there might be one more to admit defeat, and yeah, I think he's just admitted defeat. There you go. So the first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game. I thought everybody played well. As you can see, it was a close victory there. So it's very unusual these days for us to get close battles there. So that's another reason I wanted to show this battle, because it was close. Highest kills in the game goes to Brotherhood member Vicox with his Macedonians, 1,625 kills. So well done to Vicox there. Unusual for the highest kills to be in the losing team there. So well done to Vicox, did well. So well done to Punisher. As I say, if we get less than 1,000 kills in our battles, we are a little bit disappointed. So he'll probably be disappointed there with his Germanic army. But he was very aggressive right from the very start. I think he was very confident with that army. Well done to Luke, just managed to get over 1,000 kills. So well done to him with his cavalry and artillery. Well done to Varus, he'll be a bit disappointed as he got less than 1,000 kills there. And as I say, well done to Vicox, highest kills in the game. So really well played, guys. Great battle that was. My kills, yeah, I'm quite pleased with those kills there of my my army there. I think I did quite well there. It was good to attack the enemy. Well done to Scorpion King. If you noticed, he was all over the battlefield, supporting everywhere with his elephants, chariots and cavalry. Well done to Romex. He did extremely well, very aggressive, very attacking, and a great hold against the Germanic army there. And well done to Lotus. He got less than 1,000 kills. You might be a bit disappointed with that, but I thought he did well with his Dacian stroke Britannia army there. So well done to him. So just thought it was a very unusual battle there. It's unusual for us to fight 40k each, no rules battles there. And I just thought that was a really exciting and interesting battle there. And I thought everybody in the game played really well. And I hope you enjoyed it too. Please leave a comment. It's always nice to read what you think of our battles.